God says, "You have skipped this 5 times already. I am begging you. Only 3 hours remain until something shocking happens. Don't ignore God. You felt something pull you here again, and this time you must not turn away, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary, and it carries a weight that can change everything around you. I am speaking directly to you because you have been avoiding this moment, and deep inside you already know it matters more than anything you have been chasing lately. This is not fear speaking. This is love trying to reach you before something shifts in a way you did not expect. Stay here and listen closely, because what is about to unfold in your life will not wait any longer, and this is your final window to understand what must be done. Type Amen if you believe. You have skipped this before because distractions were louder than truth, and comfort felt easier than obedience. Each time you scrolled past, each time you chose something else, you delayed something important that was meant to reach you. I am not reminding you out of anger. I am calling you because you are still chosen, still seen, and still loved, despite your hesitation. But now the time has narrowed, and the moment that was once flexible is now becoming fixed. There is something forming around your life, something that will either become a breakthrough or a loss, depending on what you do right now. I have been guiding you gently, placing signs in your path, whispering in quiet moments, but you kept telling yourself you would return later. Later has now become now, and what happens next will be shaped by whether you finally listen or continue to turn away. This is why the urgency feels different, because it is different. Before you go any further, take a second to like this video, because it helps this reach others who are standing at the same moment you are facing right now. You are not here by accident, and this is not just another message passing through your day. This is a direct interruption to stop you from missing something that was prepared for you long before you even realized it. I am asking you to pause everything else and stay present, because the next steps require your attention and your willingness. You cannot drift through this and expect things to remain the same. The reason you have been restless lately is because your spirit already senses that something is about to change. You have felt the pressure, the confusion, the strange pull to slow down and reflect, yet you kept pushing forward without listening. That discomfort was not random, it was a signal. It was me trying to prepare you so that what is coming would not catch you unready. Type 1111 to affirm. There is a decision in front of you, and you have been avoiding it because it requires honesty with yourself. You have been holding on to something that is quietly blocking what I am trying to give you. It may be a habit, a connection, a pattern of thinking, or a choice you keep repeating even when you know it is not right for you. I have been patient, allowing you time to see it clearly, but now the moment of delay has reached its limit. You may not fully understand what the next 3 hours represent, but they are not about a clock on the wall, they are about a window of alignment. There is a shift taking place in your path, and it will move forward whether you are ready or not. If you align with me now, it becomes a doorway into something greater than you imagined. If you ignore this again, that same shift will pass you by and settle somewhere else. This is not meant to scare you, it is meant to wake you. You are not being punished, you are being given one last clear call before the opportunity moves. I do not take joy in seeing you miss what was meant for you, and that is why I am reaching out with urgency now instead of silence. You matter too much to be left without warning. You have asked for change, for blessings, for a breakthrough that would lift you out of where you are. I have heard every word, every quiet thought, every moment you felt unseen. The answer has been forming, but answers require alignment. You cannot receive what you are not willing to step into, and this is your moment to step in. There is something you must release, something you must choose differently, something you must finally stop ignoring. You already know what it is, even if you have tried to convince yourself otherwise. That knowing inside you is not your imagination, it is truth. And truth does not grow quieter with time. It grows stronger until you face it. The reason I am asking you not to ignore this is because ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only move the blessing away from your reach. What is meant for you is still within reach right now, but it will not remain there forever. This is the moment where your response shapes your outcome. You are not weak for hesitating, but you cannot stay in hesitation anymore. You are not lost, but you cannot keep walking without direction. You are not forgotten, but you must stop acting like what I say does not matter. This is your turning point, and it is closer than you think. In these next moments, I need your attention, your honesty, and your willingness to act. Do not treat this as background noise. Do not push it aside again. Let it reach you fully this time, because this is the moment that was waiting for you to finally stop and listen. You are still here, and that alone tells me something inside you is finally beginning to respond. You did not turn away this time, and that small decision is already shifting something in your favor. Many walk past moments like this without realizing what they have just lost. But you chose to stay, and that matters more than you understand right now. What you are feeling is not pressure, it is awakening, and it is opening your eyes to what you have been avoiding. Type yes to affirm. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have been carrying weight that was never meant to stay with you this long. It has followed you through your thoughts, your choices, and your quiet moments, slowly shaping the way you see your own future. I have watched you try to manage it, trying to make sense of it on your own, trying to control outcomes that were never yours to control. But now I am asking you to stop holding on to what is not helping you move forward. There is a shift happening in your spirit, and it is asking you to let go of what has been keeping you stuck in the same place. You cannot step into something new while gripping something that belongs to your past. I have been patient with you, giving you space to grow, to understand, and to come to this realization on your own. But now the moment has arrived where holding on will cost you more than letting go ever could. The reason this feels intense is because you are standing at the edge of change. It is not a distant possibility anymore. It is right in front of you. You have reached a point where staying the same is no longer an option, even if it feels familiar. Growth always feels uncomfortable at first, but what comes after it brings clarity, peace, and direction. Type 777 to receive blessings. You may feel unsure about what exactly you need to release, but deep inside, you already know. It is that thing you keep returning to, even when it drains you. It is that thought pattern that keeps telling you that you are not ready or not worthy. It is that connection that no longer brings peace, but still holds your attention. I am asking you now to look at it honestly and make a different choice. This is not about losing something valuable, it is about making space for what has been waiting for you. What I have prepared for you cannot fully enter your life while your hands are full of things that no longer serve your purpose. I am not taking anything away from you. I am guiding you towards something better. But you must trust me enough to move forward without clinging to what feels safe but is holding you back. The next hours are not about fear, they are about alignment. When you align your thoughts, your choices, and your actions with what you know is right, everything begins to shift in a way that feels natural and clear. Doors begin to open without force. Opportunities begin to appear without struggle. Peace begins to settle in places where confusion once lived. You have been asking for clarity, and this is where it begins. Clarity does not always come as a loud answer. Sometimes it comes as a quiet knowing that you cannot ignore anymore. That knowing is guiding you right now, and you must not silence it this time. Listen to it, follow it, and trust that it is leading you exactly where you need to go. You are not alone in this moment. Even when you felt distant, even when you thought you had moved too far away, I was still with you. I have been guiding you through every step, even the ones that did not make sense at the time. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted, and nothing you are facing now is without purpose. This moment is not about perfection, it is about willingness. You do not need to have everything figured out before you take a step forward. You only need to be willing to choose differently than you have before. That one decision will begin to reshape everything around you in ways you cannot yet see. You are stronger than the patterns that have been holding you back. You are more capable than the doubts that have been filling your mind. You are more ready than you have been telling yourself. The only thing standing between where you are and where you are meant to be is the choice you make right now. I am not asking you to do something impossible. I am asking you to do something honest. To acknowledge what you already know, to release what you already feel is wrong for you, to step toward what you already sense is right. This is how change begins, not in grand gestures, but in simple, clear decisions made at the right time. The time you have been given in this moment is enough. You do not need more signs, more confirmations, or more delays. Everything you need to take the next step is already within you. The question is whether you will act on it or continue to wait for a moment that has already arrived. There is something beautiful on the other side of this decision. Something peaceful, something stable, something that feels like everything finally coming together. You have been moving toward it for longer than you realize, and now you are close enough to reach it. But you must not stop here. You have already come this far, and that shows your strength. Now take the next step with courage. Let go of what is behind you. Align yourself with what you know is right, and trust that what is ahead of you is worth every bit of effort it takes to get there. There is a quiet battle that has been taking place within you, one that others cannot see but you have felt deeply. It is the tension between what is comfortable and what is right, between what is familiar and what is necessary for your growth. You have lingered in that space for too long, hoping that clarity would arrive without requiring a decision. But clarity has already come, and now it is asking for action. You must understand that what is ahead of you is not meant to harm you, but to position you. The shift you are feeling is not the beginning of loss, it is the beginning of alignment. When you let go of what no longer belongs in your life, you are not losing something valuable, you are making room for something greater. This is how transformation works, not by adding more, but by releasing what is in the way. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been carrying attachments that were never meant to stay with you into this next season. Some of them have become so familiar that you no longer question them, even though they quietly drain your strength and cloud your direction. I am asking you now to look at them with new eyes, to see them for what they truly are, and to choose differently. This is where your breakthrough begins, not outside of you, but within you. Type 1010 to claim miracles. The urgency you feel is not meant to rush you into fear, it is meant to wake you into clarity. Time is not being taken from you, it is being focused for you. You are being given a clear window to act, a defined moment where your decision holds weight. This is not about doing everything at once, it is about taking one clear step in the right direction. You have already been shown what that step is, even if you have tried to avoid it. It may feel difficult because it requires you to move beyond your comfort, but comfort has not brought you the change you have been seeking. Growth always asks for something different, something honest, something that stretches you beyond what you have known. And this is your moment to stretch. There is something within you that knows you are meant for more. You have felt it in quiet moments, in the way you think about your future, in the way you sense that your current path is not the final destination. That feeling is not an illusion, it is a calling. And right now, that calling is asking you to respond. You are not being asked to become someone else. You are being asked to become more fully who you were created to be. That means releasing what does not reflect your true purpose and embracing what does. It means choosing truth over convenience, growth over comfort, and faith over hesitation. The reason this moment feels so important is because it is. You are not just making a small adjustment, you are setting a direction. The choice you make now will influence the path that unfolds in front of you. It will determine whether you step into what has been prepared for you or remain where you have been. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to move with intention, to take a moment, breathe, and then choose with clarity. You already know what needs to change. You already feel what needs to be released. Now is the time to act on that knowing. There is strength within you that you have not fully recognized yet. It has been there all along, waiting for you to trust it. This is the moment where you begin to see it clearly, not as something distant, but as something present and active within you. You are capable of making this choice, and you are ready to stand in it. As you move forward, you will begin to notice things shifting in ways that feel almost effortless. Situations that once felt heavy will start to lighten. Paths that once seemed blocked will begin to open. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. It is the result of choosing in harmony with what you know is right. You have spent enough time waiting for the perfect moment. This is the moment. Not because everything is easy, but because everything is clear. You do not need more time. You need to take the step that has been placed in front of you. Do not let doubt speak louder than truth. Do not let fear keep you in a place that no longer serves you. You are not defined by what you have been, you are shaped by what you choose now. And right now, you have the opportunity to choose differently. I am with you as you take this step. I am guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing the path ahead. You are not alone in this, even if it feels unfamiliar. Every step you take in alignment brings you closer to the life you have been asking for. You are now standing in a place where the noise is beginning to fade and something deeper is becoming clear within you. This clarity did not arrive suddenly. It has been forming through every word you have allowed yourself to receive. What once felt distant is now close, and what once felt confusing is now starting to make sense in a quiet but undeniable way. This is the moment where awareness becomes responsibility, and what you do next begins to shape what follows. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There has been a pattern in your life where you delay the very things that are meant to move you forward, not because you are incapable, but because stepping forward requires leaving something behind. You have tried to hold both, trying to move ahead while still keeping what feels safe and familiar. But you cannot carry the past into the future that is waiting for you, and this is the truth you are being asked to accept now. You are not being forced, you are being invited. This invitation is not loud or aggressive, it is steady and clear. It calls you to rise above what has been limiting you and to step into something that reflects your true path. But invitations require a response, and silence or delay is still a response that leads you away from what is being offered. There is something you must understand about this moment. It is not repeating itself endlessly. You have encountered similar feelings before, similar nudges, similar inner calls, but this one is different because it is final in its timing. What you have been postponing can no longer be postponed without consequence. This is where your attention must become your action. Type 555 to receive strength. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The hesitation you feel is not weakness. It is the result of standing at the edge of something new. Every step into growth feels uncertain at first because it takes you beyond what you have already known. But uncertainty is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping into unfamiliar ground that holds new possibilities. And those possibilities are exactly what you have been asking for. You have prayed for change, for clarity, for a way forward that feels right and stable. That answer is not coming from outside of you, it is rising within you right now. The knowing you feel, the quiet conviction, the sense that something must shift, that is your answer. It is not incomplete, it is simply waiting for your agreement. There is something powerful about agreement. When you align your thoughts and your actions with what you know is true, everything begins to move differently. Resistance fades, confusion lifts, and your path becomes clearer with each step you take. This is not because everything becomes easy, but because you are no longer working against yourself. You have been given many chances to recognize this, but now the moment has reached its point of decision. You cannot keep returning to the same place and expecting a different result. Change requires movement, and movement requires a decision. That decision is now in your hands. You may feel like you need more assurance, more confirmation that you are making the right choice. But the truth is, you already have what you need. The peace that comes when you think about letting go, the relief that follows the idea of moving forward, those are your confirmations. They are quiet, but they are real. Do not confuse familiarity with purpose. Just because something has been with you for a long time does not mean it belongs in your future. Some things were meant to teach you, not to stay with you. And holding on to them beyond their purpose only delays what is meant to come next. You are being called into something that reflects your growth, your strength, and your readiness. This is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming aligned. Alignment brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. And that peace is what you have been searching for in so many places. Right now, you have a choice that carries weight. It is not just about this moment, it is about the direction you are setting for yourself. You can continue in the same pattern, or you can step into something new. Both paths are available, but only one leads to the change you have been asking for. You are not alone in making this decision. I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and strengthening you as you move forward. Even when it feels difficult, even when it feels uncertain, you are being held and directed. Trust that presence and let it guide your next step. There is something waiting for you on the other side of this decision that will bring a sense of peace you have not felt in a long time. It is not something distant or unreachable. It is close and it is ready, but it requires you to move, to choose, and to act. You have already come this far, and that shows your willingness to listen and to grow. Now take that willingness one step further. Let go of what is holding you back. Step into what is calling you forward, and trust that what awaits you is worth the courage it takes to reach it. That shift did not happen by accident. It happened because you stayed, because you listened, and because you allowed truth to reach you instead of pushing it away again. This is where everything begins to turn, not outside of you, but deep within your choices. Type 333 if you believe God is guiding you. There has been a cycle in your life where you recognize what needs to change, but then you delay taking action until the feeling fades. You convince yourself that there will always be another moment, another chance, another opportunity to do what you already know is right. But this time is different, because the delay itself is what will determine the outcome. You are not being asked to wait, you are being asked to move. You must see clearly that the discomfort you feel right now is not something to escape from. It is something to understand. It is showing you the gap between where you are and where you are meant to be. And that gap will not close on its own. It requires your decision to step forward even when it feels unfamiliar. This is where courage is formed, not in ease, but in action. There is something you have been holding on to that has quietly shaped your path in ways you did not fully notice. It has influenced your thinking, your reactions, and your sense of what is possible for you. You may have accepted it as normal, but it is not your truth. It is something you learned, something you carried, but not something you were meant to keep. Type 888 to claim breakthrough. Right now, you are being given the clarity to see that difference. You are being shown that you are not limited by what has been, and you are not defined by the patterns you have repeated. You are being invited to choose something new, something that aligns with who you are becoming instead of who you have been. This is not about rejecting your past. It is about no longer letting it control your future. You have asked for a breakthrough, and a breakthrough always begins with a break from something. It may not look dramatic from the outside, but inside, it is a powerful shift. It is the moment you stop agreeing with what holds you back and start aligning with what moves you forward. That is what is happening right now. You may feel resistance rising within you, trying to pull you back into what is familiar. That resistance is not a sign that you are making the wrong choice. It is a sign that you are stepping beyond what has been comfortable for you. Growth will always challenge what is familiar because it is taking you somewhere new. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not let that resistance convince you to stay where you are. You have already seen where that path leads, and it has not brought you the peace or the fulfillment you have been searching for. You are not meant to repeat the same cycle again. You are meant to rise beyond it. There is strength within you that has been waiting for this moment. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and real. It is the part of you that knows you can choose differently. that knows you can step forward even when it feels uncertain. That strength is what you must trust now. As you begin to move, even in small ways, you will notice something changing. The heaviness that once followed you will start to lift. The confusion that once clouded your thoughts will begin to clear. This is not because everything around you has changed instantly, but because you have changed your position within it. You are no longer standing still. You are no longer waiting without direction. You are moving, and movement brings momentum. Momentum brings change, and change is what opens the door to everything you have been asking for. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment. It may feel simple, but it carries weight. It is the point where you stop delaying and start deciding. It is the point where you stop observing and start acting. And that shift, no matter how small it seems, will shape everything that follows. You are not being asked to be perfect. You are being asked to be willing. Willing to let go, willing to move, willing to trust that what is ahead is better than what you are leaving behind. That willingness is enough to begin. I am with you as you take these steps. I am not distant from your struggle or unaware of your thoughts. I see the effort it takes for you to move forward, and I am strengthening you in ways you cannot yet fully see. You are supported in this, even when it feels like you are stepping into something alone. Stay focused on what you know is right. Do not allow distractions to pull you away again. Do not allow doubt to speak louder than truth. You have come too far to return to the same place again. This is your moment to continue forward, to keep moving, to keep choosing what aligns with your purpose. And as you do, you will begin to see that what once felt impossible is becoming real. Not all at once, but step by step, choice by choice, moment by moment. There has been a quiet transformation taking place inside you. Something that did not happen all at once, but has been building through every moment you chose to stay and listen. Each time you resisted the urge to turn away, you strengthened your ability to face what is true. Each time you allowed yourself to hear what you once avoided, you moved closer to alignment. This is how change truly happens, not in sudden leaps, but in steady steps that reshape your path. You are beginning to see that the power you have been searching for was never outside of you. It has always been within you, waiting for you to trust it and act on it. The hesitation that once held you back is losing its strength, and in its place, a quiet confidence is beginning to rise. That confidence is not based on knowing every outcome. It is based on trusting the direction you are being guided toward. There is a sense of clarity forming in your thoughts now, a kind of understanding that feels simple but strong. You are no longer overthinking every step. You are beginning to move with purpose. This is not because everything has been answered, but because you have decided to trust what you already know. That decision is opening doors that were once hidden from your view. Type 999 to receive divine guidance. You must understand that what is unfolding right now is not temporary. This is the beginning of a new direction that will continue to grow as you remain aligned with it. The choices you are making in this moment are setting a foundation that will support everything that comes next. You are not just changing one thing, you are shifting the way you move through your life. There will still be moments where doubt tries to return, where old thoughts attempt to pull you back into familiar patterns. But those moments no longer have the same power they once did. You have seen beyond them now, and you know that they do not lead you where you want to go. This awareness is your strength, and it will help you stay on the path you are choosing. You are not losing anything by moving forward, even if it feels that way at times. What you are leaving behind has already shown you its limits. It has already taken you as far as it can, and it cannot go with you into what is ahead. Letting go is not an act of loss, it is an act of trust in what is coming next. There is something being prepared for you that matches the growth you are stepping into. It is not something you need to chase or force into place. It is something that will meet you as you continue to align your choices with what is right. This is how things begin to flow naturally, not through struggle, but through alignment. You are learning to move differently now. You are learning to listen more closely, to act more intentionally, and to trust more deeply. These are not small changes. They are foundational shifts that will influence every part of your life. And as you continue in this direction, you will begin to see results that reflect those changes. Do not rush ahead or try to control every outcome. Stay present in each step and allow things to unfold as they are meant to. You do not need to force what is already being guided. You only need to remain open and willing to continue moving forward. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The urgency that once felt intense is now becoming clarity. It has done its work by bringing you to this point, and now it is transforming into direction. You are no longer being pushed, you are being guided. And that guidance is steady, reliable, and always leading you toward what is best for you. You have stepped out of delay and into decision. That alone has changed the course of what comes next. Where there was once hesitation, there is now movement. Where there was once confusion, there is now understanding. And where there was once fear, there is now trust, beginning to take root. This is the path you have been seeking, even when you did not fully realize it. It is not a path of perfection, but a path of alignment. It is not a path without challenges, but a path with direction and purpose. And as you continue to walk it, you will find that what once felt uncertain becomes steady and clear. I am with you in every step you take. I am not distant from your journey. I am present within it. I am guiding you through each decision, strengthening you through each challenge, and preparing what is ahead of you with care. You are not walking alone, even when it feels quiet. There was a time when you questioned every step, when doubt would rise quickly and cause you to pause or turn back. But now, even when uncertainty appears, it no longer controls you the same way. You have seen what happens when you stay, when you listen, and when you act on what you know is right. That experience has built something within you that cannot be easily shaken. You are learning that progress is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and deeply rooted within your thoughts and choices. The way you respond to situations is changing. The way you see yourself is changing. And most importantly, the way you move forward is changing. Type 111 to claim new beginnings. There is a new level of awareness guiding you now, and it is helping you recognize what truly matters. You are no longer distracted by things that once pulled your attention away from your purpose. You are beginning to see clearly what supports your growth and what does not. This clarity is protecting you from repeating old patterns that once kept you in the same place. You must continue to honor this clarity. Do not ignore it when it shows you something difficult. Do not silence it when it calls you to make a change. This is how you stay aligned, by respecting what you know instead of pushing it aside. There will still be moments where the past tries to call you back. Familiar thoughts, familiar habits, familiar comforts may appear again. But you are not the same person who once followed them without question. You have grown, and that growth gives you the ability to choose differently. Each time you choose differently, you strengthen your new direction. Each time you act in alignment with what you know is right, you move further away from what once held you back. This is how transformation becomes permanent, not through one decision but through repeated alignment. You are also beginning to notice a change in how things around you respond. Situations that once felt heavy are becoming lighter. Opportunities that once seemed distant are coming closer. This is not coincidence. It is the result of your alignment, creating a different path. What is meant for you is now able to move toward you without obstruction. You have cleared space by letting go of what no longer belongs, and now that space is being filled with something better. This is the natural flow of growth, and you are stepping into it fully. Do not rush this process. Let it unfold naturally. Trust that each step is building something strong and lasting. You do not need to see the entire path ahead to continue moving forward. You only need to trust the step you are on right now. You are not alone in this journey. Even when things feel quiet, even when you do not see immediate results, you are being guided. There is a presence with you that understands your path completely and is leading you toward what is best for you. Trust that presence and let it strengthen you. There is also something important you must remember. Growth does not remove challenges, it changes how you face them. You may still encounter moments that test your patience, your faith, and your strength, but you are no longer facing them from a place of confusion. You are facing them from a place of clarity. That clarity will help you remain steady even when things feel uncertain. It will remind you of what you have already learned and how far you have come. It will keep you grounded in truth when doubt tries to rise again. You have already proven to yourself that you can move forward. You have already shown that you can choose differently. Now continue in that direction with confidence. Let your actions reflect the growth you have experienced. What is ahead of you is not something you need to fear. It is something that has been prepared to meet you where you are now. You have grown into a place where you are ready to receive it, and that readiness is what will allow it to unfold in your life. Stay committed to what you know is right. Stay connected to the clarity that has been guiding you. And most importantly, stay willing to continue moving forward even when the path requires courage. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are building something meaningful with each step you take. You are shaping a future that reflects your growth and your alignment. And as you continue, you will see that everything you have been moving toward is beginning to take form in ways that feel natural and right. This is how transformation reveals itself, not by removing every challenge, but by changing the way you move through them. You are not the same person who first heard these words, and that change is already shaping what comes next in your life. Type 1313 to affirm your path. There is a deeper level of peace beginning to settle within you, even if everything around you has not fully changed yet. That peace is not coming from your circumstances, it is coming from your alignment. You have started to listen, to act, and to trust in a way that you did not before. And because of that, something inside you has become steady. You must protect that steadiness. Do not allow distractions to pull you back into old ways of thinking. Do not allow temporary emotions to override the clarity you now carry. You have worked to reach this point, even if it did not feel like work at the time. Now you must remain aware so that you do not drift away from what you have gained. Type 1414 to receive peace. There will be moments when things feel slow, when you may wonder if anything is truly changing. But you must understand that not all progress is visible immediately. Some changes are happening beneath the surface, preparing the way for what is to come. Just because you cannot see it yet does not mean it is not happening. You are being positioned. Every decision you have made, every step you have taken, has been moving you into a place where what is meant for you can reach you without resistance. This positioning is important, and it takes time. But you are already further along than you realize. Do not go back to doubting the process. Doubt will only slow what is already in motion. Trust will allow it to continue unfolding naturally. You do not need to force anything. You only need to remain aligned with what you know is right. There is also something new developing within your perspective. You are beginning to see situations differently. Things that once felt overwhelming are now easier to understand. Reactions that once came quickly are now being replaced with calm responses. This is growth, and it is changing the way you experience everything around you. You are also becoming more aware of what truly matters. You are no longer giving your energy to things that do not support your direction. You are choosing more carefully, thinking more clearly, and acting more intentionally. These changes may seem small, but they are powerful. As you continue, you will begin to notice that the path ahead feels more natural. It will not feel forced or uncertain in the way it once did. Instead, it will feel like something you are stepping into with confidence. This is because you are now aligned with it. You must continue to trust this alignment. Even when something challenges you, remember what you have learned. Remember the clarity you have gained. Let that guide your response instead of falling back into old habits. There is something important that you are stepping into now. It is not just a moment of change, it is a new way of moving forward. You are no longer waiting for things to happen to you. You are participating in what is unfolding. This participation is what gives you a sense of control without needing to force outcomes. You are choosing your direction, and that choice is guiding everything that follows. This is how you create movement that leads to real and lasting change. You are also being prepared for something that requires this level of awareness. What is ahead of you is not meant for the person you were before. It is meant for the person you are becoming now. And that is why this process has been necessary. Do not rush ahead or try to skip steps. Every part of this process has a purpose. Every moment of clarity, every decision, every shift is building something that will support what comes next. Trust that timing, even when it feels slow. You are not alone in this. Even in the quiet moments, even when you do not feel anything obvious, there is guidance present. There is support around you that is helping you continue forward. You are being strengthened in ways you may not fully recognize yet. Stay focused on what you know is right. Stay connected to the clarity that has been guiding you. And continue to move forward with the confidence that what you are doing now is shaping something meaningful. You have come too far to turn back now. You have seen too much, learned too much, and grown too much to return to where you once were. Keep moving forward with the understanding that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. You are no longer reacting to life the same way. You are moving with awareness, and that awareness is guiding you into something stronger and more stable. Type 1515 to confirm your strength. There was a time when you questioned whether you were truly capable of change, whether you could step out of the patterns that seemed to follow you no matter what you did. But now you can see that change has already begun, not in a distant way, but in your thoughts, your choices, and your responses. You are no longer the same person who hesitated without direction. You are becoming someone who moves with intention. You must continue to protect this transformation. Do not allow old thoughts to return and convince you that nothing has changed. Do not let familiar patterns try to reclaim the space you have cleared. You have already moved beyond them, and returning to them would only delay what you have already begun. Type 1616 to receive courage. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a quiet confidence growing within you now, and it is different from anything you have felt before. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and grounded. It is the kind of confidence that does not need constant reassurance, because it is built on understanding rather than emotion. This confidence will guide you through the next steps of your journey. You are also beginning to notice that your decisions are becoming clearer. You are not overthinking every choice the way you once did. Instead, you are recognizing what feels right and moving forward with it. This is alignment in action, and it is making your path easier to follow. There may still be moments when uncertainty appears, but it no longer has the same control over you. You have learned how to face it without being stopped by it. You have learned how to continue moving even when everything is not perfectly clear. This is strength, and it will continue to grow as you use it. You are stepping into a phase where things will begin to respond to you differently. Not because the world around you has suddenly changed, but because you have changed the way you interact with it. Your clarity, your focus, and your intention are creating a new path, and that path is beginning to open. You must remain consistent in this new way of moving. Do not allow yourself to drift back into old habits when things feel easy again. Growth must be maintained, not just reached. The effort you have put in has brought you here, and continued effort will carry you forward. There is something important you must understand about where you are now. You are not at the end of your journey, you are at the beginning of something new. Everything you have experienced so far has been preparing you for this phase. And this phase will continue to build as you stay aligned. You are also becoming more aware of what truly deserves your energy. You are no longer giving your time and attention to things that drain you or distract you from your direction. This awareness is protecting you and helping you stay focused on what matters most. As you continue, you will notice that your path feels more natural. You will not have to force things the way you once did. Opportunities will begin to appear in ways that feel aligned with your growth. This is not coincidence. It is the result of your consistency. You must trust this process, even when it feels slow. Not everything unfolds immediately, but everything is moving in the right direction. You are building something that is meant to last, and that takes time. Do not rush it, and do not doubt it. You are also not alone in this process. There is guidance present in every step you take, even when it feels quiet. You are being supported in ways you may not fully recognize yet. Trust that support, and allow it to strengthen you. Stay grounded in what you have learned. Stay focused on what you know is right, and continue to move forward with the confidence that you are exactly where you need to be. You have already come through the hardest part, which was choosing to listen and act. Now you are in a place where you can continue with clarity and purpose. Keep moving forward with that understanding. What is ahead of you is beginning to take shape, and you will soon see the results of everything you have done. It may not happen all at once, but it will happen steadily. And when it does, you will recognize that every step you took was leading you to this point. There is something different about you now, something that others may not fully see, but you feel it clearly within yourself. You are no longer easily shaken by things that once disturbed your peace. You are no longer pulled in every direction by every thought or feeling that arises. You have learned how to pause, how to observe, and how to choose your response instead of being controlled by it. This change did not happen instantly, and it did not happen without effort. It came from every moment you decided to stay present instead of escaping. It came from every time you listened instead of ignoring. And it came from every step you took when it would have been easier to remain still. This is your growth, and it is real. Type 1818 to claim your peace. You must now carry this awareness forward with care. Do not treat it lightly or assume it will remain strong without your attention. What you have built within yourself requires consistency. It requires you to continue choosing what is right, even when no one is watching, even when it feels easier to return to old ways. There will be moments when life presents you with challenges that test this new strength. Situations may arise that feel familiar, that try to draw you back into patterns you have already moved beyond. But you are no longer the same person who once responded without thinking. You now have the ability to see clearly and act differently. This ability is your protection. It allows you to navigate your path with confidence instead of fear. It keeps you aligned with what you know is true, and it ensures that you do not lose the progress you have made. You are also stepping into a phase where your decisions will begin to shape your environment more noticeably. The way you think, the way you act, and the way you respond will influence the opportunities that come into your life. This is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. You are being trusted with more responsibility, not as a burden, but as a sign of your growth. You are capable of handling what is ahead because you have prepared yourself through every step you have taken so far. Trust in that preparation and allow it to guide you forward. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a deeper sense of purpose beginning to reveal itself to you. You may not fully understand it yet, but you can feel that you are moving towards something meaningful. That feeling is not random, it is direction. It is guiding you toward what aligns with your growth and your path. Do not rush to define it completely. Allow it to unfold naturally. Each step you take will reveal more, and each decision you make will bring you closer to understanding it fully. This is how purpose becomes clear, not all at once, but through consistent movement. You must also remember to remain patient with yourself. Growth does not mean you will never face moments of doubt again. It means that when those moments come, you handle them differently. You do not allow them to stop you, and you do not let them define you. You are learning to move with balance, to hold both strength and humility at the same time. This balance is what will keep you steady as you continue forward. It will help you remain grounded while also allowing you to grow. There is something important about where you are now. You are no longer being called with urgency, you are being guided with trust. The urgency was necessary to wake you, but now you are awake. And now, you are being trusted to continue without needing to be pushed. This trust is something you must honor. It means that you are capable of making the right choices without constant reminders. It means that you can move forward with confidence, knowing that you are aligned with what is right. You are not alone in this. Even as you move forward independently, there is still guidance present within you. There is still strength being provided to you. There is still a presence that walks with you through every step. Stay connected to that presence. Stay aware of what you have learned, and continue to move forward with the understanding that you are building something meaningful with every decision you make. You have come through a moment that many ignore, and because of that, you are now in a different place. A place of clarity, of strength, and of direction. Do not take that lightly. There is a calm strength in you now that did not exist before. It is not loud, and it does not demand attention, but it is present in every choice you make. You are beginning to trust yourself in a deeper way, not because everything is perfect, but because you have learned how to listen to what is true. This trust is guiding you forward, step by step, without the confusion that once held you back. You must continue to nurture this trust. Do not question it every time something feels unfamiliar. Growth will always bring you into new territory, and new territory will always feel different at first. But different does not mean wrong. It often means you are moving in the right direction. Type 2020 to receive clarity. There is something important happening within your perspective. You are no longer seeing challenges as obstacles meant to stop you. You are beginning to see them as moments that refine you, that strengthen you, and that help you grow into what you are meant to become. This change in perspective is powerful, because it removes the fear that once kept you from moving forward. You are also becoming more intentional with your energy. You are no longer giving your attention to things that drain you without purpose. You are choosing where to focus, and that focus is creating movement in the areas that truly matter. This is how progress becomes consistent. As you continue, you will notice that your path feels more stable. Not because everything is easy, but because you are no longer uncertain about your direction. You are walking with purpose, even when the outcome is not fully visible. This is what it means to move with faith, to continue forward without needing every answer in advance. There will still be moments that test your patience. There will still be times when you wonder how everything will come together. But those moments no longer carry the same weight they once did. You have learned how to remain steady, even when things are unclear. You are building something within yourself that cannot be easily shaken. It is not based on external circumstances. It is based on internal alignment, and that alignment will continue to guide you through whatever comes next. There is also a sense of readiness forming within you. You may not be able to explain it fully, but you can feel that you are prepared for what is ahead. That readiness did not come from nowhere. It was built through every step you took, every decision you made, and every moment you chose to stay present instead of turning away. You must trust that readiness. Do not wait for a perfect moment to move forward. The moment you are in now is already enough. You have what you need to continue, and as you move, more will be revealed. You are also beginning to see that what you once thought was holding you back was actually preparing you. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of confusion had a purpose. It was shaping you into someone who could handle what is ahead with clarity and strength. This understanding removes the frustration that once came with those experiences. You are no longer questioning why things happened the way they did. You are beginning to see how they contributed to where you are now. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. And everything that has brought you here has been part of a process that is still unfolding. As you continue, you will begin to notice that things start to come together in ways that feel natural. Opportunities will align with your direction. Situations will unfold in ways that support your growth. This is not something you need to force. It is something that happens when you remain aligned. You must stay consistent in this alignment.